Hey little warriors, Anthea here. Welcome to today's warrior lesson, which is all about taking things personally. You'll have to excuse my little sniffles. I've got a bit of a cold. But I want to say, it's been really beautiful connecting with some of you from the group in my little mini reading sessions that I've been doing. Hi, Jessica. Just to clarify, I designed these cards to support my theories and my philosophies. So they're not your traditional, hi Erica, they're not your traditional tarot cards. They're more so cards to help me explain to you, hi Evelyn, about how, what's showing up in your life and how you can use that to actually take your healing to the next level. So there is a little bit of some of the traditional tarot cards in there, but they're not. I'm not doing this to use it to be a tarot reader, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to explain that so you don't think I'm moving on to doing tarot. This is more something that I'm doing to help people on their healing journey. And last night I got to connect with a couple of people from the group, and this week I've been connecting with more, and it's been really beautiful connecting with you guys in this way and actually getting to know you a little bit better. So if that's something you want to do, please let me know and I'll send you the link because I'd love to support as many of you as I can. So anyway, so today we're talking about taking things personally, and I know that it's something we all do, and I'm definitely guilty of making up a really good story from taking things personally from other people, and it's something that actually holds us back, and it actually pushes us into our head. And the head is where we make up stories and we assume things, and then we criticize ourselves and we doubt ourselves, and all of these things happen, and we go into all of these different things. So I want to talk about why it's so important not to take things personally, and not why you shouldn't take what other people say and do personally. And the main reason is because anything anyone does is because of them. It actually has nothing to do with you. And if somebody says something and it hurts you, then it's usually reflecting something within you that you need to work on. So if they've said something and it's triggered you and you're like, ouch, that really hurts, I'm really offended by that you would say that to me, then there's a wound there. There's something that is, your body's telling you that there's something within you that you need to work on and look at or change or heal. And it's not so much about what they've said or done, right? It's usually reflects back onto us. Hi, Pam. And so when somebody ignores you, or when somebody rolls their eyes at you like that, or if someone gives you a look, you can't really take that personally, because you don't actually know what's going on for them, right? So if someone rolls their eyes at you and you don't ask any information to find out more, and you just take it personally and you assume that is directed at you, then you're actually creating something out of something you don't actually have all the facts on, right? Or the facts about. So if they've rolled their eyes, and you don't ask, hey, why did you just roll your eyes then? What is it? What is it that I did? Did I do something to make you roll your eyes? If you don't ask and you assume that it's because of you that they rolled their eyes, then you're going into a story. Yeah, you're going into a story that you actually know nothing about. Hi, Jody. So my advice to you is it takes up a lot of energy doing this. It can be really draining, and it can take up a lot of space within your head and your heart. And when you get really good at not taking things personally and understanding that what everyone does or says is because of whatever is going on for them, you will feel more at peace, because you'll no longer be worrying about what everyone else is doing and saying, and you'll just be worrying about what you are doing and saying. And so it can be really tricky, but I invite you to try this. Try this for a week and notice how different your day is. So if you observe someone rolling their eyes, just observe it. Don't take it on. Don't make up a story about it. Don't start telling yourself that it's because of you. And, you know, like if you send someone a message and then they don't reply, and then you're like, oh, are they offended? Maybe I did something. Why aren't they replying straight away? And you go into a story about it, you were wasting so much of your energy. Like, you were giving your power away to something that you actually know nothing about. And it may just be that sometimes people get busy and they can't reply to your message straight away. And it can be, oh, Jodie's just saying, I take everything personally. Well, Jodie, I invite you to spend a week taking nothing personally. Yeah, nothing. Just imagine, if you can, if you want to do it this way, if it makes it easy for you, just imagine that you're watching a movie. Yeah, so when you go to the cinemas and you're watching a movie, you're just observing. You're in the audience and you're watching this movie. So in life, for the next week, watch the movie. Just watch everything play out around you. Yeah, and if someone says something to you with an emotional charge, it's because of them. If somebody does something and it's directed at you, it's because of them. And that is actually really true. No, nothing anyone says or does is because of you. It's usually because of what is going on for them in that moment. Yeah? And if they're having a charged reaction to something you've said, that's on them. Yeah? It's not on you. So, and if you don't know what the eye roll was about or what the anger is about, just ask them in a really calm and gentle way. Just say, hey, I notice you seem angry right now. Is everything okay? Hey, I notice you just rolled your eyes. Is there something going on for you right now? Yeah? So ask those questions in ways that are you rolled your eyes at me. What's that about? Why are you so angry at me? Right? Like, see the difference? Hey, I noticed you're really angry right now. Is everything okay? Like, be concerned to see if they're okay, because the anger's about them. It's not about you. The eye rolling is about them. It's not about you. So see the difference in fueling things and then just being concerned or being curious. Hey, I'm just curious. Why haven't you replied to my message yet? Right? Instead of making up a story. And, you know, I tell you, like, people can make up really good stories. Yeah, and then they go into victim mentality, and then they make up more stories that they're not loved and no one loves them. And so see how it becomes a really toxic, vicious cycle that has been self-inflicted from taking something personally. So I really, really encourage you to try this for a week, because it can really change a lot of things for you. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? I'm just going to read the comments. So Jodie's said, been told this ever since I was little. Yeah, and you know, Jodie, like if it's usually a learnt behaviour. Yeah, we're conditioned this way. We're conditioned to believe that what they're doing or saying is because of us. Somewhere along the line in society, this is the way we were programmed to think and believe, and it actually pushes people away. It can actually damage relationships. Yeah, it can poison relationships, because when you start taking things personally, especially in relationships, then you begin to have resentment. You'll grow resentment for someone, right? So if somebody says they're going to do something and they don't do it in a relationship, and then you're like, well, maybe they didn't do it because they don't really love me, and maybe they don't really want to be with me, and maybe, and then the next time you see them, your energy's different because you've got all these stories going on, yeah, that you've created from something you've taken personally instead of asking a question and getting the facts. So Pam is saying, I was just about to go live about something very similar. Great message. Thank you. You're welcome. Evelyn, I did that a lot with my guy. Yeah, so like what I was just saying about relationships, that what it forces us to do is assume the worst of the people we love. And when we begin to assume the worst of the people we love, we begin to inject toxicity into our connection. And that is one sure recipe for disaster. So Assume the best in people. Assume that maybe that person who rolled their eyes at you is having a bad day and they just can't handle anything else right now. Assume that the person over there who's angry, who knows? Who knows what's going on for them? You just don't know. And usually when you ask to get the answer, it is completely different to anything you could have possibly assumed in your head. So Pam's just saying, I started working through my negative attitude like this a few months ago, and it's a process, but so worth it to come out on the other side, isn't it? It is just the most liberating feeling when you can go out into the world, live your life, have phone conversations, do business, do whatever it is you want to do, and you're completely unaffected by what everybody else is doing around you. It gives you energy. You have all this energy for yourself, for positive things. You make room in your life for joy and laughter and happiness. Yes, it goes for business and friendships too. Yep. You're welcome, Pam. So look, guys, I hope this has helped. If you enjoyed this and you want to know more, or you do want to take your healing to the next level, I have mentioned before that I've created a subscription group. It's about $5 a month, and inside of the group I do these little warrior lessons, but they also come with a worksheet, and you get guided meditations, and we do a half an hour intervention with somebody every week. And there's lots of other little goodies in there too. So if that's something you're interested in, please comment below and I'll send you the link to that as well. Otherwise, I hope you all have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching. Bye.